أو زد عليه ورتل القرآن ترتيلا.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my brothers and sisters. Welcome back to another episode of the Know Your Tajweed series, and today we'll be beginning lesson 4, as it says on the title, which is the middle forms. I will start with Ain instead of starting from the beginning, because there's something slightly that I want to show you. If you look at Ain, obviously the shape is different. I will come to that later, In Shaa Allah ta'ala. But the only thing I want to show you is the green part here, which is the how it looks in the middle form. And I'll go back to the first letters, especially ba, ta, tha. But you see there's a line before the Ain. There are two lines. One that comes into the letter and the other that leaves the letter. As you can see, there are two lines. That is for all the letters, including the first ones. So this app doesn't show it very well, but inshallah at the end of the video I'll show you a picture of how all the letters look in the middle form with both lines. So in ba here, there should have been a line that comes into the letter, like a line coming from the right towards the left, and then after the letter, as it shows here, there should be a line coming from the right to the left, going away from the letter as well. That is for all the letters. Ta should have the same thing, a line coming towards the letter, and that line that's already there that moves away from the letter. Tha, Jim as well, but Jim is slightly shown. And as you can see, all the letters most of the letters here in the top line look similar to how they look in the initial forms. Ra, as we said, Ra doesn't connect after the letter, so the Ra looks the same throughout. Dhal, same thing, but also, as we mentioned for the letters, Dhal has another line that comes towards the letter to join it with the previous letter. Same with Dal. Only different thing that differentiates them is that Dhal has a dot and Dal doesn't. Kha, as I said, and Ha and Jim, all of them look the same with the initial form. The only difference is that the initial form of Ha, the middle form of Ha, Jim and Kha, they have a line that comes into the letter and also a line that goes outside the letter, if that makes sense. But inshallah, when I show you the picture at the end of the video, it will all make sense, inshallah. Za also looks the same regardless of where it is. The same with Ra. Sin, again, should have a line coming into the letter and a line that's going to move outside the letter. But inshallah, again, the picture at the end of the video will show. Sad, Dad, most of them look similar to the initial form, so I don't want to look too deep into this because it's going to be a little confusing and it's going to bring a lot of pressure on everyone. But when we start doing examples, inshallah, it will be easy for everyone. Fa should also have a connecting connecting line towards the letter and also a connecting line away from the letter. Ain, Ghain is written properly, has both a connect line coming towards it and line going away from it. Ain, the same thing. Dha, again, looks the same regardless of where it is in the word. Ta looks the same regardless of where it is in the word. Qaf looks like Fa. It should have a line to connect into the letter, and also a line that connects away from the letter. Kaf looks the same as the initial form. Lam looks the same as the initial form. Mim looks the same as the initial form, and it should also have a line that connects it before and after the letter. Noon as well. Noon also looks like Ba, Ta, Tha, and also Ya, which we'll come to later, but they all look like this in the initial form and the middle form. As we spoke about, Ya. Wow also doesn't connect after, so Wow looks the same regardless of where it is in the word. And as we said, Ha looks different for all three situations, beginning, middle, and end. And here, this is how it looks in the middle. This one is correctly written with the line coming towards the letter and also the line going away from the letter. This one is just memory. It's just look at the letter, recognize it, and know how it looks. So if you see it somewhere else, you know exactly that this is Ha in the middle of the letter. Hamza again doesn't change, looks the same, just the line that comes towards the letter and also away from the letter. Okay, so this is exactly what I was talking about, but this one has everything in it. But it shows the right way the letter is being written. As you can see in the middle here, the ba in the middle, this is how it should look. There's a line that connects towards the ba and also away from the ba. Ta, the same thing, as you can see, tha and jim, ha, kha, dal, dhal, ra. You see, ra doesn't connect after, but it connects before, and there's a line that just connects the letter. Za, sin, as you can see, sin has a line that connects towards the letter and also a line that moves away from the letter. Shin, sad, as we mentioned, bad, ta, va, ain. Ain was written correctly in the app. Ghain, fa. This is the right way of writing fa in the middle of the word. Qaf, kaf, as you can see here, this is the right way. It is written in the middle of the word. I'm going through this quickly because I've already mentioned them in the app. Mim, noon, ha is the same, and noon we mentioned as all other letters ba, ta, and tha. Noon has a line that connects it before and also a line that connects after. Wow, as you said, doesn't connect to after at the end of the letter, but it does connect before. And this is ya, which is the last letter. Ya is also to be written like noon, but with 2 dots below. This was differently. So you might be wondering, why didn't I just use this image instead of using the one for the app? But I done that because I introduced that app to everyone in the beginning of the series. So I just decided to make people understand it more and not switch apps halfway through, but all just use that app, but have a better understanding of how the letter actually looks in the Quran. So we'll end this lesson here today, and inshallah next week we'll go to the end forms directly instead of doing the exercise. I'll give that task to you. After you looked at the letters, you go into the exercise, because this might build up too much pressure and you might think that it's too hard. But inshallah next week, once we go through the end form, inshallah the following week we will go through the actual exercise of taking them as a word and seeing how they look. No pressure, guys. We'll go through it inshallah. Jazaakumu'Allahu Khayr. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. See you next week.